Let's make egg, plantain, and spinach frittata. Good morning, good evening. How are you guys doing today? This is our delicious egg, plantain, and spinach frittata. This is so delicious. It's an easy recipe that we're going to be showing you how to make it, and you will fall in love with this recipe. So we're going to be making use of our plantain, ripe plantain. We don't want unripe, we want a very ripe plantain in this case. And we're just going to cut it up, and we're going to be cut it up in circular motion, just like you can see. And we just cut everything, and we're going to be adding some oil into our heated pan. As you can see, we're making use of a canola oil. You can make use of your olive oil, even coconut oil, depending on any type of oil you want. But I'm making use of a canola oil to achieve this, and I'm just adding the cut plantain into the heated oil. And we're going to fry until it's golden brown on both sides. And that's exactly what we do. We just drop those plantains slowly so that the oil doesn't splash. You have to be careful when you're working with hot oil to prevent undue accident. So just drop it slowly until you can cover the whole pot, and you don't want it to be too crowded so that it can be easy to flip when it fries. So it fries on each side for like 2 to 3 minutes, and you can see one side is golden brown. We just flip to make sure we get the golden brown on the other side. And guess what? Our plantain is ready. As you can see, it's well cooked, and we can take it out of the hot oil. You can see how golden brown it is on both sides, and we're just going to take it out with our shrimp spoon to strain out the excess oil, and we transfer it into a clean bowl just like that, and we are ready to proceed to the next step. And we just take everything out of that oil, and make sure when you're saving your oil, keep your oil in a safe place away from children. And we fry the rest of our plantain, and this is the final result of the fried plantain. So we transfer our another pot. Another pot, we just added some bunch of spinach. We just want it to saute, to cook a little bit, and you can see it's eating up, making that flame, showing us that it's cooking. And that's exactly what we do. We just cook that spinach. And guys, it's looking so good. Can you see the color of that spinach? It's looking really good, and that's how we want it to cook. You see, it reduces in size, which means the heat dehydrate the excess moisture from the spinach, and then it reduces in size, and we are ready to combine this spinach with our frittata combination. So these are the other ingredients we're going to be making use: some chopped pepper, tomatoes, habanero pepper, some chopped bacon, some diced onions, the spinach, and of course our mozzarella cheese, and we have our fried plantain, and of course the ultimate egg that we're going to be using. So in a bowl, I'm going to be cracking some egg. I think I'm going to make use of like 3. Like, I don't want to make too much. I want to make something that 2 people can eat in a sitting. I don't want to keep it for later. You can actually refrigerate the leftover and warm it up maybe the next day for breakfast, or take it to work as lunch. But I think I'm just breaking 4 eggs. That's good enough for now. I'm just breaking those eggs into my bowl. And guys, I'm going to give it a quick, you can use a whisk, but I'm just going to make use of the traditional way of whisking egg, which is we use fork to whisk our egg, not the whisker. So I just used egg to whisk everything together, and I'm going to be adding my spinach into this egg because I want everything to be well combined. I'm going to go in with my mozzarella cheese, good amount of it. That's how I want my frittata. I want to make sure I have good amount of cheese in there. And then I think this bowl is getting crowded. I'm going to transfer it to a larger bowl so that it can contain everything that I want to add without me making much mess. So now in that bowl I have my egg, I have my spinach, and then I have my cheese, and then now I'm going in with some paprika for more flavor, and I'm going to go in with some garlic salt. You can actually make use garlic powder. You can make use of the fresh garlic, and then I added some onion powder, and I'm going to be adding some Italian seasoning, a little bit of it for more flavor. You know, when you combine all these herbs and seasoning together, it just gives your frittata a perfect and delicious aroma that you just want to eat more of it. And then I added some black pepper, of course. I'm going to stay away from salt in this recipe. You know why? Because my bacon is salty, so I just mix everything together, and I'm still going to be using my bacon, so I'm not going to add salt, but I might be adding a little bit of bouillon powder just to give it a little bit more tasteful taste. So I added my bacon that has a lot of salt. I don't want my frittata to be too salty. I just want the salt to be right. So that's enough bacon for my frittata. And guys, I added some onions into a heated pot of oil, and I'm just going to saute that onion until it's translucent for like 3 minutes on a very low heat. So I give it a good stir just to make sure it's not sticky at one side. Make sure it's well distributed. And then once it's sauteed, I added my chopped onions, bell pepper, habanero pepper. I just add it in to saute all of them together to bring all the mixture to penetrate each other, to marry each other, and just give us that delicious flavorful taste. And like I said, I'm going to be making use of some bouillon powder. So I'm going to be adding the bouillon powder into this pepper mix. As you can see, just a little bit, not too much, for more flavor, because I don't want salt. So I'm just trying to do a little bit of everything just to make sure we got the right taste that we wanted for this frittata. And I give it a good stir, and guys, it's actually ready. So next I'm going to be going in with my thyme for more flavor. And of course you'll be like, what are you doing? Are you cooking meat or are you cooking jollof rice? No, it's just to add to the flavor of this frittata. And then I had a little bit of curry powder. Yes, you heard me right, curry powder, just a little bit, not too much. And I give it a good stir again. And guys, you can see how translucent it is. And I'm ready to go in with my next ingredient, which is the egg spinach mixture. Guys, I just pour it in. So before it starts solidifying, because I want to make sure that that pepper mixture penetrates, I give everything a good stir so that everything is well combined. Then I will spread it, because you want this egg to come out as a whole, like a pizza. So you don't want a break egg. You want a whole egg flat in the pan. So now, as it's still wet, I went in and start arranging my plantain on this egg mixture. Then we're just going to arrange until it's well covered, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I arrange the plantain in a single layer. I did not go in double layer. I just arrange the plantain in a single layer so that it doesn't top each other until it's all covered, guys. Everywhere is smelling so amazing right now, even though this meal is not done, but I can perceive the aroma. If somebody walked through that door, they would definitely ask, like, what is cooking? So I went in and garnished it with some bell pepper, that I cut in flower shape. You know when you buy a bell pepper that have like a three foot, so you cut at the bottom. That's how I achieved this shape of the bell pepper. And then I just added more of the bell pepper and then garnish with some green onion. Look at the color of this meat. It's looking so appetizing already. And guys, we are ready to go to the final stage before we actually get to eat this delicious meal. I put it in the oven, 350-degree Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. And this is the final look, guys. See our frittata, our egg spinach plantain frittata is ready. And it is ready. And guys, let's see. This is the moment of truth. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. You can eat this for breakfast, even for brunch, and if you don't mind, even for dinner. Because, this tastes so good. You need to give this recipe a try. Let's know what you think. This tastes really delicious and so good, guys. You want to give this recipe a try. It's very easy to make. It doesn't take time. Thank you for watching. We see you in our next video. Please share with your